Hi folks, CodeTutor here and my name is Anil Deshpande. Welcome to the another video on Jetpack Compose. In the previous videos, we basically started building this UI. Initially, we built it using rows and columns, and then we implemented the same thing using constraint layout. We will revisit it later, but there is a very important concept which I forgot to cover, which is modifiers can prove to be little bit tricky if you don't know that the order in which you write your modifiers really affects the way it gets rendered. To prove this particular point, let's actually go through some live demonstrations. So here I have a simple text hello world, and that is what is getting rendered here, and let's try to add some modifiers here. Now what I will do is modifier, and then I will add some width and height. So let me give a width of say 200 dp, and then and height say around 100 dp. And if you are not able to make out the actual width and height, let me add border of 1 dp, and let me put the color to be of black color, and this is how it looks. Nothing fancy so far. Now what I want to do is, this looks very much aligned here to the edge of the view that I have here. So I don't like it. I want to add some padding. So what I will do is I will write padding, and then let me add a padding of say 10 dp. Now if you see here, now I have a padding of 10 dp, and since it is only 10 dp, that means it assumes that all around there is a 10 dp of padding. Now if I just cut this here and put it before the border, then once again this is not the result that you wanted. So basically the point I am trying to say is, you have to really pay attention to the order in which you write your modifiers. When working with modifiers, the order really matters. And if you are wondering in which order I should write it, think of it like an artist who is trying to build this particular component. So once the width and height is set, which is of say 200 dp and 100 dp, then instead of putting the padding immediately, ideally you want to set the border, and after setting the border, within that particular border you want to set the padding, and this is how it should look like. Then let me add some background color. Dot background color, once again color dot say light gray, and if you see here, the background only got applied to the area which excludes padding. This is not what you want. You want the whole thing to have that particular light gray. In that case, you have to apply this as soon as you set the width and height, or you can even put it after the border, but it has to be before the padding. Otherwise, it will not take the background color including the padding. So that is why you have to put the padding after the background color. Now let me just add a clickable event. So log.I, what I really write here doesn't matter, something got clicked. So to be able to actually see it in action, let me run this and let me click here, and if you see here, when I click, the text gets highlighted, but the area that gets highlighted excludes the padding. You may not actually like this. You want this whole area to change color when you click on it. So once again, you have to basically put it before the padding. Now let me run this, and now if you see here, the whole thing gets selected when you click on it. So this gives a much better UI feedback. And now say, let's assume that I want to make these edges curved. Once again, can be done using this thing called as clip, and you can pass round corner shape, and you can decide how much should be your round corner. So you can say around say 5 dp, and now if I see it here, you are not getting that particular round corner. Now where do you want to put it? You want to put it even before the border gets drawn. So let me take this and put it after width and height and before the border. And now you will see that there is a cornered edge. Me make it 2. That will make it better because the border width is 1 dp. So now it looks much better. So the order in which you write your modifiers matters. It's not very intuitive immediately, but as you spend more time doing this, it becomes much more clearer. So what I suggest is practice it as much as possible. That brings us to the end of this particular video. Don't forget to like, comment, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye.